It was early morning on the island of Sodor. Duncan was waiting for Peter Sam, who was bringing some trucks for him to take to Strawberry Grove. Duncan was also to take the headmaster and a new organ. While they waited, the headmaster played a lively tune. Peter Sam had steamed all through the night to bring Duncan his wagons. But as he approached the junction, a low-hanging branch knocked his whistle off. This meant he couldn't work until he got a new one. "I can't run on the tracks without my whistle," chuffed Peter Sam. "That would be too dangerous." "An engine's not an engine without a whistle," boasted Duncan, and just to prove it, he let off a big blast. But the rest of the engines just ignored him. Duncan chuffed away in a big huff. He was cross. "They're jealous of my fine whistle," Duncan huffed as he steamed through the countryside. He whistled at some sheep, but they were too busy eating grass to take notice. "Bah," said Duncan. "I need to whistle louder and longer next time." Soon Duncan approached a level crossing, where Elizabeth the quarry lorry waited with a farmer's prize bull. This time, Duncan whistled as loud and as long as he could. Said the bull. "Stop that nonsense, Duncan," Elizabeth called. But Duncan carried on cheerfully down the track. But he hadn't noticed his whistle had come loose. Then Duncan saw Terence ploughing a field. "He'll get the loudest and the longest whistle yet," he chortled to himself. And he blew so hard his whistle shot off like a mighty rocket and landed out of sight. Everyone searched for Duncan's whistle, but it was nowhere to be seen. "We're stuck," said his driver. "We can't move without a whistle. It would be too dangerous." "Leave it to me," the headmaster said. For the rest of the day, Duncan didn't make a sound, but the headmaster's organ did. As Duncan delivered his trucks, the headmaster tooted the organ at every crossing and every stop. It alerted everyone, just as well as a whistle would, although Duncan didn't think so. Finally, Duncan finished delivering the last of his trucks. Duncan steamed quietly back to the junction as the headmaster played the organ. "Look," Rusty teased, "it's Duncan the musical engine." "Let's whistle along," said Rheneas. "Toot, toot," said Skarloey. But Peter Sam, who had a shiny new whistle, felt sorry for Duncan. "You really did well to deliver your goods without a whistle," he said. "D'you think so?" said Duncan, cheering up a bit. "Absolutely," said Peter Sam, "even though an engine's not an engine without a whistle." "Or an organ," chuckled the headmaster, and he tooted the organ. And all the engines tooted back, except Duncan, who just grinned.